Alright, what's good with y'all, boys? And I'm back with another
video, niggas.
But yeah, we back with another video. Today it's just gonna be a rant video today, bro. Cause I gotta say what I gotta say about this game. This game right here. I got some gameplay in the back for y'all while I narrate and talk tell y'all about this game. This game, I mean, 2K17 is some butt. It's AIDS, bro. Like, I don't think it's ever been a time where I said this game was great. Like, it's been times where I like the game, you know, I'm playing well, so I'm happy that I'm winning and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's ever been a time where I've just said I like this game. Like, I love this. Like, this game is fire. I don't think I ever said that this year, 2017. And before I really get into it, make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment down below, and share this video with everybody I know. But yeah, bro, really, I'm just gonna set some topics about why this game is really bad. Like, why, in my opinion, I think this game is not as good as the other 2Ks. Because the other, like, 2K16 wasn't that great, but it was better than this game. 2K15, I love 2K15 for the sole fact of Jordan Rec Center. Jordan Rec was one of the best game modes that, like, online game modes that you could play with multiplayer that they ever brought to 2K. And then now it's gone, because they basically replaced that with Pro Am or whatever. But I've never played 2K14 on next gen. I played 15, 16, and of course 17, but I've never played 2K14 on next gen. I played it on 360. I came over the next gen when that 2K15 came in the stores. But anyways, the biggest problem, and shout out to Swante, because I seen him make a video like this, and I want to agree with him. With my own video, I'm agreeing with him, because he said the main problem of 2K17 was screens. Now, some of my friends might watch this and be like, well, you play, like, you can see on the gameplay I have here that my team is setting screens for me, I'm setting screens for my team. Yeah, we do that. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm trying to win. I'm not no dribble god, you know what I'm saying? I could dribble here and there, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I have a big man on me, I can drop off a big man. I can drop off as a small forward, but I can't drop off no guard or, you know, shooting guard like that. I ain't nice with handles like that. I admit that, okay? But I have IQ. I have a lot of IQ. I can consider myself an IQ guy, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm not like a big dribbler like that. I'm not a cheesy dribbler. I don't know all the cheesy dribble moves and stuff like that. I just like to take the best and the smart shot in the game, just to win the game, bro. Simple, just like that. So, the worst thing in 2K is screens, because it's like, I know screens, because screens is realistic. It's like in real life basketball, people set screens all the time. You know what I'm saying? When you're playing teams and stuff, you set screens for your teammates. Get them an open shot, or give them a give and go, a pick and roll, pick and pop, anything like that off of screen or whatnot. But it's so overpowered in 2K, because it's like, you could be the smallest guy on the court setting screens. You can still dominate the guy that's getting screened. You could dominate the guy you're screening whatnot. And you could be a point guard. You could be screening a center, and the center can get dominated by your screen. That's how overpowered screens are in this game. And it wasn't that bad in 2K15 or 2K16. The screens wasn't that bad. The screens were good enough to where if you're a big man screening a little dude, you're not gonna get by it. But if you're like a little dude screening a big man, you can get by it. You know what I'm saying? You can push him out the way. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But now I feel like the only way for you to even not get bodied by a screen really bad is for you to be a lockdown defender. And even then, lockdown defenders be getting bodied by certain screens. Like, lockdown defenders, because like you have pick dodger. I think they have pick dodger on Hall of Fame. You can get the Hall of Fame, I think so, if I'm not mistaken. But even then, I be seeing lockdown defenders get dropped. Like, people be like getting dropped. I understand in the NBA, like how Shaq used to drop niggas and stuff like that. Hakeem and a lot of legend NBA centers used to drop people off their screens because they were so strong, powerful, and it just came out of nowhere too. But it's just like, it happens every freaking. So I'm about to cuss. It happens every time, bro. It happens every time you just get dropped or you just get embodied and you lose all the stamina. And I understand when you're setting the screen, if you have the bruiser badge, that plays a big part. If you have the bruiser badge, that plays a big part in you setting the screens and them losing stamina. But you lose like half a bar like you lose like half of your stamina off of one screen, and then another screen hit. You get hit by another screen. You get hit by another screen. You hit by another screen. The back to back, bro. Especially like if you're playing in the pro-am, you have no stamina after a certain amount of screens. So like I feel like it's overpowered. I feel like they really overdid screens, bro. And the one thing that's so stupid, that's so unrealistic, that they still haven't patched, and they went through 12 patches, my nigga, and they still haven't patched this, is when like when say you about to get screen, like a guy's setting, he's getting ready to set a screen for you, right? You see it, you see the screen. You still guarding the opponent. You still guarding the offensive player. He doing his little dribble moves. He's trying to sauce you up and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then depending on how he play, he might try to cross you into the screen and go the other way. Like say the guy setting the screens on the left side, and the guy that's crossing you up is trying to fake left and go right. Like he might do a hesitation move and cross over to the left and then go back to the right. And so he can force you to move to the left to get hit by the screen. Sometimes when you're guarding that guy, you know what he's gonna do, and you're locking him up. They still might make you, like, if you get like an inch close to that guy with the screen, sometimes you just get sucked into the screen. You get sucked into the screen, and the guy just goes the other way and scores. It's so stupid. Like literally, you move a little inch on accident, just to the left side where the guy's screening, right? And you get sucked into that screen, and it counts as the screen. It's like a little area to where if you step foot into that area, you're getting sucked into the screen. And if you get sucked into the screen, it's over with. By then you're getting bodied, you're getting dropped, or you're not guarding your guy anymore. Your guy is going for a layup or a dunk or whatever, or shooting a three. You know what I'm saying? Most times it's sharpshooter shooting threes off the screen. That's on the street. Like, that's so unrealistic. 2K they still have not patched it. They still have not patched that. Like, you get sucked into a screen. How is that? That's not realistic. How is that realistic when you get sucked into a screen? What is that? 2K, what? I understand it's the game at the end of the day. What is that, bro? That's so dumb. Like, you're playing perfect defense. I understand. And the guy's in the screen. That's part of basketball. I can't get mad at that. But if you're locking him up and you know he's not gonna run into the screen, he's gonna run the opposite way. He's gonna run the opposite way of the screen, and you still get sucked in. That's not even your fault. And your guy, what if it's a game winner? That's happened so many times to me, to where I'm locking up my guy, and the guy comes around into the screen, and I'm locking him up, and I get sucked into the screen. And the guy ends up winning the game. Like, bro, that's not even my fault. And then he talking shit, all that stuff. Like, that's unrealistic. That's not even good. That's not good at all, bro. I don't like that. They need to take that out 2K. But no, 2K, they're not gonna care, and they're gonna try to like tweak it a little bit, make it seem like it's not as bad, and then later on it's gonna be even worse. You know what I'm saying? Like every 2K, in the beginning of every 2K, it's really good. The game was really good. Like 2K15 was great, but then they just patch stuff. They patch certain stuff, and they make people find ways to make the game even worse than what it was. You know what I'm saying? Now with 2K15 with the demigods, that's something they can't even control. I don't even know how. Like, that shit was crazy, bro. That demigod crap was crazy. I don't understand how. I can't even explain. Like, that's crazy. And everybody had demigod back then too. Everybody had one. Shit, I made me one. I had to, but it was unfair. Like, I had a 6'10" small forward going against a 7'3" point guard with all the badges. But I had to get me a demigod, bro, just to match up with the guy. It was unguardable. And then 2K16, it was straight, you know what I'm saying? But they had some crossovers that was just like unguardable. And then that's when they brought in the speed boost. That was the first year 2K had speed boosting, was in 2K16. That's the first year they had speed boosting in, whatever. And it wasn't even that. I feel like 2K17 speed boost is more deadly than 16. I feel like they have like an extra boosted speed in this game than they did in the last game. So they combined the cheese, the dribbling cheese, and the speed boosting. They took the dribbling cheese from 15 and the speed boosting from 16 and added it to 2K17. And on top of that, they got down. They still brought back the little step back, like as a hesitation move, but that it's like a step back. You step back and you shoot. They have that, and that's an easy way to get a green release if you step back and shoot. Just like in 2K15, like if you step back in the corner, no matter what they do, it could be 5 niggas guarding you. 5-on-1. If you step back in the corner, 2K15 is a green light every time, bro. If you do a hesitation move and step back into, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you do a step back into the corner and shoot a 3 in 2K15, green light. No, nobody's stopping you, bro. 100% is going in. It's going in every single time, bro. But I just wanted to get this off my chest. Like 2K17, this is the worst. This is one of the worst 2Ks I've played, bro. This game is not like you don't have to have skill. People think they're good, but they're not. Like this game doesn't need that much IQ. Like certain ways, yeah, you do need IQ. You do need IQ for this game. You still do, cause it's still realistic in ways, but for the most part, it's fake, bro. Like the screen is so bad. The screen is so bad, and it's like I'll set screens too. I'll be doing it, cause it's like, bro, why not? Like I don't care. It's like I really don't, bro. But if they were ever to patch like calm down with the screens and not make it as powerful as it is in this 2K, I wouldn't be mad. Like if they made screens less powerful in 2K18, I would not be mad at all. Like fine, but I'll just learn how to just sauce niggas more. Like it's not like I can't sauce at all. I have a point forward, but it's like I don't do it as much as a lot of other players in 2K. You know what I'm saying? But if they were to ever to slow down on the screens and make it less powerful than what it is now, I'll definitely learn how to just ISO, bro. I don't care. But if it's there, I'm gonna use it, bro. That's just my logic, bro. If it's there for me to use like everybody else, why can't I use it? I'm gonna use it, bro. I don't care who's talking shit. Like I'm gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? So that's really all I was trying to say on this video. Screens is just deadly in 2K17. It's deadly, bro. Like there's no especially with big men. If you have like a glass cleaner or whatnot, and I think glass cleaners can get a Hall of Fame brick wall. Boy, that shit old, bro. I remember in the beginning of 2K7, like when 2K first came out and it had a Hall of Fame brick wall. That junk was OP. Like it's not even as OP as it was now. I mean before. Like they died it down, but it's still bad. But it's just at the point to where everybody can set screens now, not just big men. Like everybody can set screens. You would get bodied by anybody from a screen, bro. It's just they need to fix that. But that's all I really want to talk about. I was just comparing older 2Ks to this 2K, just see how bad this 2K is, like to tell you how bad this 2K is compared to 16 and 15. And I ain't played 14, but I heard 14 was better than this game. This is the worst 2K they've made today. Is 2K17. This is the worst 2K they've made, and I'm not even trying to I'm still a very, very small YouTube channel, but so I'm saying I know they might not see this, but if 2K ever does see this video, I'm not trying to talk shit about y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting it know. I'm letting it be known, telling you facts that this game is not nowhere near the best 2K. It's like the worst 2K probably ever made. In terms of just having like realistic, like having the game be realistic and stuff. This game is not realistic. So like that's what I'm trying to say, and it's not, bro. I understand people are gonna be like, it's a game, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a game, but you have to have like some type of, like, it's basketball, bro. Like it can't just be just niggas. You could be 5'11" setting screens on a 7-foot big man, you bodying him and he can't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? That happens. Like I've seen guys that's like small as hell screen a big man that's like running full speed, and he just screaming. He bodies him, and it's so stupid. And other times when you get, the worst thing to me is when you get sucked into a screen. That's just so stupid, bro. Why do you get sucked into a screen when you're running? You barely move. You move an inch and you get sucked into the screen. You just get pushed through. Like he really screening you. Like I said, it's like they have a barrier around the guy that's setting the screen. Like they have a circle, like an invisible circle around his feet. And if you step foot in that circle, you're getting screened. You're getting hit by the screen, no matter what. If you step foot in that circle by the guy that's setting the screen, you're getting hit by his screen, no matter what. That's how I feel it. They made it. They made screens in this game in 2K17. That's how I feel it. They made it. They made it just like that. They made it just like they have a little invisible barrier that nobody can see, and if you step foot in it, you get hit by that screen. It's so stupid to me. I don't understand. It's not logical at all. Makes no sense. It's not realistic. You know, a lot of people in this game have no IQ, and they can still get dubs, bro. And it doesn't make me mad. Cause like I feel like you have to have some type of IQ, bro, to win, to go on the street. But you could just get bailed out. It's a lot of times where people get bailed out. You dribbling through people's bodies and stuff. You don't lose the ball. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you're not good at the game, but you still get rewarded by 2K. I don't understand that. Like, but I mean, at the end of the game, at the end of the day, it's still a game, bro. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not real life. But yeah, I really just wanted to vent about 2K's like screens. That junk is bad. Like I said screens too. I said a lot of them, but it's just they overpower. Like I said, if next 2K18, if they were to make screens less powerful, I would not be mad, bro. I would just play the game like how it is, bro. I would not be mad. Like I'll be happy, cause then I wouldn't get bodied by so many screens by little dudes, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't lose so much stamina off of one screen. You know what I'm saying? So I won't be mad, bro. That's really it, though. That's the end of the video, bro. I just wanted to vent about that, bro. 2K they need to fix they need to step their game up, bro. I feel like this 2K will be good, but that's how I felt about every 2K. Every 2K I felt like it was gonna be better, you know what I'm saying? And then it ended up being not how I expected. I always thought 2K was gonna be better and better, and it just got worse and worse. It just started declining more and more and more. So hopefully 2K18 gets better. It stays that way, but I don't know, y'all. I don't want to jinx nothing. That's really it, though. That's it for this video, though. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, share this video. Everybody I know. Thank y'all for tuning in. And I'm out.
We don't